You know, the quarterback right off still so hard. Yeah, it's hitting it. Yeah. Yeah.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates the entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's caught. It's Rivers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Pulls and fired complete. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Extra point here will tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Grace. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snagged out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Haynes. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Rides the back and leaves it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Man, doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there...
Oh! Mama, how did you forget about the trash? Yeah, I know. Mama, I know. I got it.
It was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Here comes the Heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Finds a man on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on fourth and short from the 50. He might want another play. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless and moving. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch. stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be knocked down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going with the counter play here. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to barge their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's King. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job
of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeps it. He breaks a tackle.
As a defensive guy now, we're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the move. To the 15, into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to... Some ball plays, they've got it on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. D showing blitz. It might be bluffing. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He wants it all. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So, nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No